So, in the last session, we have discussed about what are the treatment processes involved in the wastewater treatment plant. So, in that, we have discussed about the three types of treatment, that is primary for doing the wastewater treatment. So, the first one is primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment. In the primary treatment, we have seen about that the waste particles, floatable solids, and suspended solids which has being removed. So that is the first process we have to be done for the treatment of wastewater. So in that, the first technique is screening. So screening is nothing but just providing a filter media or filter membrane to avoid the large floatable particles which is being sent into the wastewater treatment plant. So it will reduce the total load, that means total solid load, about like 70% of floatable solids into the wastewater treatment plant. So it is also protect the wastewater treatment from clogging, and also debris and also the debris loading, etc. So in screening, it has been categorized into three: core screens, micro screens, and fine screens. So core screens is nothing but the particle size should be present between 6 to 150 mm. In the micro screens, the particle size should be less than 0.5 mm, and the fine screens, the particle should be less than 6 mm. So these are the different types of screens which are provided in the initial stage to avoid the entry of floatable solids into the treatment process. So in the core screen, it has been cleaned with the help of two methods: hand clean and mechanically clean. In the hand clean method, it is purely by cleaned with the help of physical hands, and the mechanically cleaned with the help of some machines. But in the fine screens, it can be only done with the mechanical means. So there are three types. First one is static wedge weir type, and then is drum type and step type. When coming to the core screens of particle size 6 to 150 mm, the mechanical clean type is been further classified into 4. First one is chain driven, reciprocating retake, and catenary and continuous belt. So further we will seeing about discuss about these three different types. So first of all, core screen. So why we need to remove the core screen materials? So it is much essential to remove to protect from the damage subsequent process equipments, that means treatment equipments. Then it will reduce the overall treatment process and also contaminate waterways. But in the case of fine screen, it is used to protect the processing of equipments and eliminate the materials that may inhibit the beneficial use of biosolids. So from these fine screens, we can able to generate, it will generate the n number of sludge which has been treated as a biosludge, which can be further used as an manure. So when we are coming into the mechanically screened bars, so here we can able to see that there are two types. We have discussed about the four types, but these two types are much important. So here we can able to see the chain driven screen is one type and continuous belt screen is one type. In the chain driven, we can able to see the components. The water flow will be in the horizontal direction, which is at the bottom of the chain driven type, and there will be a chain provided in the rig. With the help of automatic drive motor, we will be a continuous chain scraper will be connected to the drive, and when the motor rotates, the drive assembly rotates the chain, and then there will be a racking tinus which is provided at the chain. So once the chain rotates, it will collect the floating materials present in the wastewater, and then it rotates, it will collect, it will take it to the bottom, and then those kind of materials will be collected in the screening tank. So we can also see that there is a bar rack also provided. This bar rack further protects the entry of particles, floatable particles into the treatment system. When coming to the continuous belt screens, we can able to see that here a guide track is provided. Before the guide track, an influent cover guard is provided. So there is a two-step production of entry of wastewater. Two-step production of entry of particles is being seen here. So this influent cover initially stops the floating materials, and the guide track helps us to rotate those stainless steel screen elements, and these stainless steel elements collects the floatable materials, and then with the help of drive motor we can able to rotate, able to collect and take away the floatable particles present in the wastewater, and it is being collected into the doctor blade assembly. From the doctor blade assembly, it is being taken to the dumping yard. So this is the continuous built screen. So when comparing these chain driven screens, the continuous built screens provides a high efficiency because we can able to see this two-third belt type of production is given, and also an additional influent cover guard is given. So these will ensure the entry of floatable particles into the wastewater treatment system much in efficient manner.